Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2019. It's time for a new season and a new team as we join McLaren. Yes, we get a welcome to the team from Zach Brown. Well, thank you, Zach. Thank you. Very happy to be here. We get a contract summary from Emski. Cool. I'd like to be in a binding contract with Emski. Cool. Yeah, anyway, we get a weekend preview from Carl, and we get some developments that have been completed as well. The weather forecast from Jeff is looking pretty decent, and we have inherited 1,447 research and development points from last season. So as you can see in the vehicle performance comparison chart, we are pretty much midfield, just behind the Racing Point. We were slightly above them before the start of the season, but we've just dropped down a little bit behind them. But that's okay, still a good starting block to start our career for Season 2 with McLaren. And already we've had a part fail. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. Fantastic. So let's have a look and see what development path they have taken for last season. As you can see, it's pretty similar to what we've been doing, basically, with the ICE and everything else. But I've also noted a little glitch. As you can see from the turbocharger, they've actually put on number 2 and number 3, but they haven't put on number 1. And in fact, you can't actually do that. You have to go 1, 2, 3. So a little bit of a glitch there from Codemasters. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. Anyway, we continue on then. We're going to put some more parts onto the car because we've got lots of points available, and there you can see our brand new fresh engines for the start of the season. 322 laps expected lifespan for engine number 1. So let's get on with it. We put some more parts of the car, as you can see, and yeah, the development path looks pretty similar, and we're going to see if we can bottle a few more now because we've already been out and done our practice. So there you go. Yes, gearbox, we've got to do the gearbox, for God's sake. We have got to do the gearbox. Yes, we've got to get that up and running before even we start, I think. Otherwise we're going to be in real trouble. Okay then, let's do this.
We're just about ready to kick off today's qualifying here in Melbourne. It's the Australian Grand Prix.
So here we are for round 1 at Australia, which is full of Mexicans. No, that's wrong. That's completely wrong. Anyway, first qualifying run for the Hookster. Bottas has got pole position at the moment. We cross the line and it's third place, but 2.9 seconds behind the leader. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, a little bit later qualifying, you can see just 9 minutes left, and we are up on our Delta time, but we've dropped down to last position now in the field. That's not good, but we are now 1.5 seconds up now on our time. So this should put us in a good position as we're about to cross the line. Let's see where we end up. Is it going to be top 10? The answer to that is going to be... oh, no, it's not. Only 15th place in between Raikkonen and Lando Norris. Yes, not good at all. Anyway, a little bit later qualifying, you can see we're up again on our Delta, but only slightly. Just 2.5 minutes left of qualifying, still holding on to 15th place at the moment. I think we may... oh, I don't think we're going to improve. We've gone into the red, or we may improve a little tiny bit, but I don't know if this is going to be enough to put us any higher up the grid. I don't know. Let's have a look as we cross the line. Oh, it's 13th for the race. Oh well. Let's just get on with this then. Now, of course, as we're about to complete qualifying, I'm just going to say there's been quite a few driver moves for Season 2, but I'm not going to show you those. You can see those when they do the grid running order, because it is quite funny, and I have to say, in real life, it would never happen. No, it would never happen indeed. So watch out for that, because it's quite a laugh. Anyway, we crossed the line to end qualifying. I think we finished in 15th place, did we?
Just wasn't our day.
Yes, 15th place for the race. Fantastic. Okay then, so 15th for us, 8th for our teammate Kevin Magnussen. Yes, Magnussen. Let's do this.
Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fan. They say that even a second is an eternity in Formula One, so going 4 winter months with no racing at all has seemed a very long time indeed. We're back though in Melbourne, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver, former F1 competitor, former world champion, and as he tells me all too often, an all-round top chap. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, first time racing these cars. What are the big questions that need to be answered here, in your view?
Oh, thanks, Crofty. It's a real privilege to be here, and I can't wait to see what's in store for us this season. Now, to answer your question, one of the biggest things is reliability. Formula One cars are full of very sophisticated but also very sensitive technology, and this first Grand Prix of the season is going to push them to the limits. So the most important thing today is to stay out of trouble, get to the end of the race and keep everything in good condition.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Alexander Albon will lead us away from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Weber, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Hamilton, Magnussen, Perez and Roman Grosjean, Stroll, Norris, Kimi Raikkonen, the captain, Hülkenberg, Russell, Devon Butler and Daniel Ricciardo. Vettel and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid, and with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Lewis at Red Bull. Anyway, it's time for the 5 laps to go out now on the all-seasons career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes. Great start off the line once again for Hookster. 14th position start, of course. He's got Lando Norris in front of him, in of course the AlphaTauri for this season. As we go into turn 1, is he going to do one of his customary dives? Yes, he does, but he holds station a little bit there. Oh, a little bit of contact with the car off to the left of him. I think it's one of the Red Bulls. Yes, it's Roman Grosjean. So up into 12th position at the moment, still chasing Roman Grosjean. He dives down the inside of Grosjean. Yes, and he's going for 2 cars in one here, going for a Racing Point and an AlphaTauri. Alfa Romeo. Yes, we get a warning for collision with Sergio Perez. A little bit of foreshadowing there for future championships. But anyway, we carry on and continue in 9th position as we now go for a dive on our teammate. It's Kevin Magnussen, and we get past. Yes, we do. Fantastic. Up now into 8th position, and we are chasing Lewis Hamilton in the Red Bull car, everyone. Yes, this is just so weird. I can't, that would never happen in real life, would it? There's no way Lewis Hamilton's ever going to go to Red Bull. But anyway, in our virtual season, he is at the Red Bull team, and we are chasing him. Yes, we are chasing him in our McLaren car, and we are in fact catching him. Yes, we're getting very, very close to the back end gearbox of Lewis Hamilton. Are we going to go for a move down the inside? No, he blocks off the line superbly as we're about to complete lap 1. Kevin Magnussen now the car behind, but he's dropping back hugely from the Hookster, and we are just coming around the final corners now, still chasing Lewis Hamilton in the Red Bull. I'm never going to get used to that. As we now come around the final corner and continue from lap 1 into lap 2 as Alexander Albon, of course, in the Mercedes car, has completed lap 1 in the lead. Anyway, we accelerate forward to lap 3. Look at this. We've got a huge gaggle in front of us. We've got Hamilton in the mix. We've got Leclerc. We've got Weber. And we've got Carlos Sainz as well. So this is looking very, very spicy indeed. Very, very spicy indeed for the Hookster, if he can get past all these cars. Anyway, we accelerate forward now, still on lap 3, just coming to the end of the lap. We've still got Hamilton, Leclerc. Oh, he goes very, very wide there on the exit, trying to get past Hamilton. Oh no, and his teammates got past him. Kevin Magnussen has sneaked past Hookster and stolen that 8th place away from him. So he's down to 9th, but I don't think the Hookster's going to put up with that for much longer. Let's see if he's going to do a dive on Kevin Magnussen, getting very, very close now to Kevin. I think surely he's too far away. Yes, he is at the moment, but now he is right on the gearbox of K-Mag, as you can see, and I think he's going to... Oh, he's got DRS as Kevin Magnussen, but I think the Hookster is going to dive into the inside line, does he? Yes, he does. Straight past K-Mag, very, very wide on the exit though. What about this? Is he going to hold on to it? I think he does. Yes, fantastic. So Hookster gets the place back from his teammate and back into 8th position on lap 4 as we accelerate forward to lap 5. Look at this, we've got Hamilton and we've got Weber battling out together in the Renault and the Red Bull, and we're going to see if we can sidle down the inside of Weber. Yes, we do, but he's still there off to the left. We give him the space though, we do give him the space, but we do get the position away from Weber, and we're up there to 7th place, still chasing Lewis Hamilton, who's now in 6th position in that Red Bull as we accelerate forward to lap 7. Still holding on to 7th position at the moment. Cars are now coming to the pits, and we are coming in for our pit stop as well. We're going to change onto the harder tyre, which is going to be the yellow sidewall tyre for the rest of this stint. There's lots of teams out. We've got to be very, very careful here, because I think our team is right in the middle of the pit lane. This could be disastrous. In fact, there's a huge amount of teams out. Now, I think we're getting held. I don't believe it. We are getting held in the pits. by the Racing Point, and we do resume now, but it's 16th place. That was a disastrous pit stop. It says only 2 seconds up there on the screen, but that was a hell of a lot longer than 2 seconds. Well, it was only stationary for 2 seconds, but we were held for ages there, and we rejoin now in 15th position. Absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. As we accelerate forward out of lap 8, we're still holding to 15th place, but more cars are now coming to the pits, so we may actually get back up into the World Championship points. Are we? Yes, 13th, 12th. There's a car coming out of the pits. It's our teammate. It's K-Mag. We've got to see if we can dive around the outside of him. Yes, we do. Oh, I'll put the grass a little bit there for Hookster, but we managed now to get up into 9th position on lap 9 of the Grand Prix. Fantastic result already for the Hookster, as you can see, but K-Mag is still fighting back as we accelerate forward out, still on lap 9, and K-Mag once again is diving to the inside of us. Oh, is it going to be a little bit of contact here? A little bit of contact, but not too much, but I think the Hookster's going to send it right in very, very tight into this turn. Yes, he does, and he holds on to this 9th place. K-Mag still behind in 10th position. Oh, he's actually dropped back, in fact. Sebastian Vettel has got past him. Wowzers, me trousers. Look at this. Look at this. We've got real excitement now as the car's coming out of the pits as well. Not quite sure who that is. It's Lance Stroll in the Racing Point. He's on cold tyres, so we've got to see if we can use that to our advantage and try and get the jump on Lance Stroll into the next turn. Are we going to do it? Are we going to send it? Are we going to send it? Oh, the Hookster's going to send it. All right. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, that was superb in the end. Absolutely superb. And he gets the place. I'm into 8th place now. So that was a disastrous pit stop. We'll have to sort that out for the next race. We've got to make sure. Oh, Carlos Sainz is now out of the session in the Ferrari car. I do believe. Is it the Ferrari? Yes, it is. I'm getting confused where everyone is for this season. But yes, there's yellow flags out. And there is Carlos Sainz off to the left-hand side, parked up. And that's absolutely game over for Carlos Sainz in, of course, the Ferrari car. We're now chasing, of course, Charles Leclerc as we accelerate forward to lap 10. Still chasing Leclerc, who's in a Haas car, I do believe. Yes, a Haas car for this season, which is very, very funny indeed. Another car's coming to the pit, so we've made it up to the 6th place, yes. So we've actually managed to scour some pretty decent points out of this disastrous pit stop. Pretty decent indeed, and we are up the sharp end now as we accelerate forward to lap 11. Still in 6th position, still chasing Lewis Hamilton, but he's away. Oh, we got yellow flag. What's going on? I think there was contact there with the car behind. I think that was that Sebastian Vettel? I'm not quite sure, but the safety car has now been deployed, so obviously there was a problem there with us, and I think it was Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari, so the safety car has come out. Let's go to a race replay now and see exactly what happened between us and Sebastian Vettel. So here he goes then. I think he's just going to see if he can sort of dive down the inside. Oh, there's a tiny bit of contact, and he goes round. Yes. He got bitten by the Hookster, unfortunately, and that's what pulled out the safety car. So there you go then, lap 12 now, still behind the safety car. Daniel Ricciardo now is out of the session. Well, they dropped off like flies with just a few more laps left of this Grand Prix. So it's soon time to say go, go, go. There's Hamilton, and is it going to be a way and go? No, we're going for another lap, I do believe, yes. So still holding on behind the safety car. Hamilton in front, Webber in front of him. We've got Sergio Perez right up the Jack Jones now, right up the Jack Jones. So let's see what happens now, as we're still behind the safety car. Come on, safety car. Hurry up now. Hurry up. It's okay. We still carry on. We still carry on. Hamilton just weaving about all over the circuit. Look at him. Weaving about, just warming up those tyres. We don't actually do that. No, we just prefer to hold station, because, as Martin Brundle said years ago, it doesn't really make much difference. No, it doesn't really make much difference if you weave about or whether you just drive along, because the tyres are still going to get warm. They're still going to get warm. So, yeah. So, that's a little top tip there from Martin Brundle. Don't bother weaving from side to side, because it makes very little difference. Very little difference. In fact, if you look at the telemetry, you will see that, yes, it does actually only make a tiny amount of difference. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to the end of the safety car period. You can see now that we are slowing down horribly, yes, to match our speed to the safety car. Hamilton is ahead. Are we going to get the jump on Hamilton? Well, we never seem to get the jump on any of these cars, it has to be said. So let's have a look now as we're just coming around the final corner. Here we go then. Here we go. And it will soon be time for the green flags and time for us to say go, go, go. So come here and look at this. They've already got the jump on us already. We haven't even got to full speed yet. And it's time to say go, go, go. So where we go. Just 2 more laps left of this Grand Prix. Still chasing Lewis Hamilton as the flag now goes green. So we accelerate forward to lap 15. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch Lewis Hamilton. No, he is away and gone. You can see on the mini-map he's got quite a bit of a gap on us now. 2.6 seconds. In fact, Sergio Perez is the car still behind us in the Racing Point. Just behind us, as you can see. But we are holding on now to this 6th position as we're into the final lap of this Grand Prix. Yes, holding on to 6th place. As you can see from the mini-map, we're not too far away from the cars in the lead, as you can see just coming around the corner there. So yeah, Pretty decent performance for us for our first run out in the McLaren, if you consider that disastrous pit stop we had, as the leaders are only just coming across the line now. So there you go. Alexander Albon has won the race for Mercedes, and we cross the line in a very, very decent 6th place. Well done, Hookster. Well done indeed. Oh, it says 5th place. What's going on? Why is it 5th position? We will find out in a moment. But first, here's Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name Sir Lacona? No. It's Simon. I told you that last week, and the week before, and the week before that. Now shut up. And there are the team mechanics congratulating themselves. And there's Alex Gilliam, an F1 YouTuber, in the background, doing his part-time job at Mercedes as well. And there's Lance Stroll, who looks very, very happy, even though he only finished in 9th place. Well done, Lance. Well done indeed. And there we go then, on to the podium. Yes, there is Alexander Albon in the Mercedes. Yes, on the top step. Yes, unbelievable, I know. And there's Maxi Boy Verstappen in the Huskar. Yes, unbelievable, I know. But there you go. And Valtteri Bottas, of course, he's still at Mercedes. Yes. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's go to the points then after the first round. Of course, pretty academic at this stage. And oh, Lucas Webber got a 5-second penalty. That's why we got 5th position. So that's great news. And only 14th for our teammate K-Mag. So in the standings then, as I say, pretty academic, but we've got 10 points in 5th position at the moment. And of course, Alexander Albon got the full points, 26. Also got fastest lap as well. Fantastic. So let's look at the constructors then. And I think we're probably going to be about, yes, midfield, 5th position. So onwards we go then. After Australia, there's are the points. We are 16 points behind the leader at the moment. It's time for round 2, but first all, we've got an interview transcript from Emsky. What does it say? Are you pleased to see them do you think Dave Hook will find their new team? No, it's all pretty much the same as last year. They don't seem to alter these interviews. Anyway, so there you go. Still pretty much mid-order in the vehicle performance comparison chart. We've got lots of updates though to go to the car. Look at this, 3 updates waiting. So let's see what happens. But before we do, let's go out once again in one of those glorious old cars from yesteryear. This time we're out in a Ferrari from 2004. Yes, we've exceeded the track limits, but never mind. Yes, as you can see, it's got the groove tyres on from 2004. I was never a fan of the groove tyres, to be honest. I much preferred it when they went back to slicks again, proper slicks. But there you go. It was an era of Formula 1, and it's an era that we had. Of course, the one thing that made up for the groove tyres was the fact that the cars had proper engines in. Unlike now. Yes, with their stupid little teabag engines. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, I think we've completed our objective. Yes, we have. We've passed our checkpoint challenge. Fantastic. And I think we had one of our rivals doing this as well. Let's have a look. Yes, Lando Norris. And we beat him as well. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. So now it's time for us to pick a rival to continue the championship. As you can see, we've got lots of choices there. But I think we're going to go with Lucas Weber because we get a 10% bonus. Yes, 10% bonus. And that's the only reason I picked him, because we don't really want to go to Renault. And oh my goodness, look at the vehicle performance comparison chart. We have skyrocketed into the 3rd fastest car in the field. Wowzers, me trousers. I can't believe it. But yes, we have. We've skyrocketed above Ferrari and Haas. Wow.
Bahrain qualifying is nearly upon us, and the drivers look as if they're all geared up to go. I expect we'll be getting underway very shortly.
But don't worry, we still won't do very well in qualifying. Anyway, welcome to Bahrain. Yes, home of the Bahrainians. Yes, lots of them. They were an alien species that landed in about the 1970s, yes, and just took over Bahrain, and they've been there ever since. Anyway, at the moment, after the first qualifying run, you can see we were in 3rd place. We've now dropped down to 15th position at the moment, and we are down on our delta time. So, yes, it looks like we're not going to do very well to qualify here, despite the pace that our car has got. Yes, but we will do better in the race, hopefully, anyway. So there you go then. That's it, 15th position for the race, as the qualifying is now about to finish. In fact, we're just slightly up on... No, in fact, we're 3/4 of a second up on our delta. I missed that completely. 10 seconds left of this session, and we are in 15th at the moment. We're about to cross the line, and hopefully we might even get a top 10 finish at... Well, actually, we know we dropped down to 16th place already. Anyway, we're going to cross the line now, and is it going to be... I didn't see it. That was too quick. Let's have a look. Oh, it's 11th place. Well, that's better. That's better. I'll take that any day and twice on Sundays. So there you go, the final results then. Oh, gold. 6th place for Kevin Magnussen though, and 11th for the Hookster, and 1st for Valtteri Bottas.
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the captain. They're starting towards the back of the field today in a car that is fast. So they'll be disappointed, won't they?
They'll have a sinking feeling as they look up from the cockpit and realise they're in a different postcode to the start line for sure. But the one positive they can hold on to is that the car is quick and they can make their way through the field.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, just edging out Alexander Albon, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton and Faber, Sainz, Leclerc, Perez and the captain, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Lance Stroll and Norris, Raikkonen, Magnussen, Daniel Ricciardo and Devon Butler. Russell and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid, and with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we go, and it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the season's clear mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes, starting from 10th position. We've got Charles Leclerc directly in front of us, one of the racing points. It's Perez off to the left hand side as we're going to go into turn 1. Is he going to send it? We know he's going to send it. It's the Hookster. Yes, he does. Oh, is he going to get tight with the Ferrari? Oh, contact, contact, contact. Oh, more contact, but we managed to get through, do we? Yes, we do. Up now into 3rd position. That's a fantastic performance from the Hookster there, from 10th to 3rd in one corner. Yes, that's because he never gives up and he never surrenders, and don't you know. So behind we've got Sebastian Vettel. In front we've got the second of the 2 Mercedes cars, Alexander Albon, which means Valtteri Bottas must be in the lead. Of course, we've got no chance of catching these Mercedes boys. Unfortunately, they are just too fast. But 3rd place, best of the rest, is more than we can hope for in our 2nd race in the McLaren car for the all seasons on Season 2 on F1 2019. So down the straight then, this very, very long straight at Bahrain. Underneath the floodlights you can see all the sort of dust sort of mixing in with the light there. You can see that absolutely brilliant special effect there from Coke Bastard. You can see all that dust, and you can see just how much dust there is at Bahrain. Yes, it gets in all your creases and clavicles. It does, all that dust. Yes, ugh, horrible. Yes, you don't want dust in your creases. No. You'll have chafing for days if you get that. Anyway, about to complete lap 1 of the Grand Prix. Still holding for 3rd place at the moment for the Hookster. Still chasing these Mercedes cars off Albon, and Vettel is still behind us in, of course, the Ferrari car as we complete lap 1 now and go into lap 2. Still chasing Mercedes, but look at the gap now. Look at the gap. Unbelievable. As we accelerate forward out to lap 3. Still, we've got a green flag. What's going on? Is someone called for circuit? I can't see. Yes, there's a yellow actually on the circuit. So let's have a look. It's Lando Norris. Lando Norris is now out of the session. I think he's in the Alfa Romeo, I do believe. I think he's in the Alfa Romeo for this season. So yes, he is now out of the session. Doesn't affect us, of course, as we accelerate forward. That's still on lap 3, just going past the pits. It's almost time to activate that DRS, of course. And as you can see, we've got Vettel behind us. I think he may go for a move. And oh no, our DRS is actually offline. This is not going to be good, but we don't really need it ourselves. But Vettel has used that opportunity to try and sneak down the inside of us. But are we going to? Yes, we do. Look at that. We made him jump over the curbs there, and he lost out. And we still hold on to this 3rd position at the moment. Fantastic performance once again from Hookster, as Alexander Albon puts in our fastest lap in 2nd place. So we've now got no chance of catching him as we accelerate forward down to lap 6. Still holding for 3rd place, but we're now 7 seconds behind these Mercedes boys. 7 seconds. And we got Lulu. We got Lewis Hamilton behind us in the Red Bull. Unbelievable scenes. But yes, indeedy, Mr. McGreedy. Lewis Hamilton is behind us as one of the Mercedes is coming for his pit stop. And I think he may get out before we even go past. I'm not quite sure. But we've got another car coming in. I think that's Lulu coming in for his pit stop. So are we going to get past the Mercedes? Yes, we do. So we're up now to second place. It's only a net position, of course, because we still haven't pitted yet. But yes, at the moment, up into second place at Bahrain. If we accelerate, we'll have lap 7. Still holding on to this second position at the moment. Is Albon going to come in for his pit stop? Yes, he does. And you know what that means? It means it's time for glory for Hookster, because we are going to go up into the lead of this Grand Prix, which is a clear signal to all the other teams to say how awesome we are, to say that we are now in the lead of the Grand Prix. It's only going to be for one lap because we have to come in for our pit stop. But at the moment, Hookster in the McLaren is in the lead of this race. We accelerate forward at lap 8, so now it's time for us to make our pit stop. We're just looking at the mini-map and we want to see if we can get above the Ferrari and come out just in front of him. Let's see if we manage to do it, or are we going to lose out. It's a very, very long pit lane, of course, at Bahrain. And of course, we went on the harder tyre to start the stint, and we are now on the softer tyre. So yes, we managed to go for quite a few more laps, 9 laps in total. And oh no, the cars are going past us. That Ferrari's going to beat us out of the pits, I do. Yes, he has. Oh no, he's lost a huge amount of position as we rejoin. Yes, we're down to 7th place at the moment behind Verstappen. Verstappen in the Haas car. I will never get used to that. Never in a month of Sundays. As we accelerate forward at lap 10. Look at this gaggle of cars in front now. We've got Hamilton battling with Verstappen, and we got Sebastian Vettel. We got some real hard chargers right in front of us now. DRS for Verstappen trying to go on. Hamilton has also got DRS, but what's Hookster going to do? He's going to... Oh, bloody hell. That was a very late move from Hookster there. He managed to get past. Is it Hamilton? Yes, he does. Hamilton's still fighting off to the right hand side. We're going to avoid a collision with Hamilton. He's still there though, but I think we managed to cover him off. Yes, we do. So up into 6th position and still chasing Verstappen as we accelerate forward at lap 11. Look at this. We're going to get a run on Verstappen here. I do believe he tries to block us off, but we're going to brake much later than him into the inside into turn 1, and we get up into 4th position now, and we are chasing Sebastian Vettel, but I don't think we're going to catch him. Oh, when I say that though, lap 13, is he going to go for a late move? Oh my goodness, it's the Hookster. Of course he is. Oh, there was no contact there, everyone. There was no contact, and we actually got the move done up into 3rd position once again for the Hookster. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward after the last lap of the race. This is the last opportunity for Sebastian Vettel to try and get past under DRS. Yes, he does. And we've got a Haas. I think that's Maxi Boy as well. But we managed to brake very, very late indeed and hold it together as well. And we hold on at the moment to this 3rd place. This could be on for a podium, as Valtteri Bottas on the last lap of the Grand Prix has now crossed the line. He's won the race. And yes, indeedy, it looks like we are going to finish in 3rd place. A podium position in only our 2nd race in the McLaren. If we can just block off the car behind us. Oh, bloody hell, did we do it? Not quite sure. Yes, we did do it. We beat Maxi Boy on the line there and got that all-important podium position. And there once again is Toto Wolff. Toto Wolff. Well done, Toto. Congratulating his team like he always does. There is the race winner. It's Valtteri Bottas. Well done, Valtteri. Yes, great to see. Great to see. And there are the team mechanics, and once again the F1 YouTuber Alex Gilliam is in the background. Yes, in the background. They never face scan me, you know. It's outrageous, absolutely outrageous. There's Nico Hulkenberg in the Renault, who finished in 6th position. So on to the podium then, and here we are going to have the Hookster. There he is, look at him, so sprightly, just 39 years old and still getting podiums. And there's Valtteri Bottas. He says, yes lads, I did it. I bloody well did it. It's time now for the champagne to go spraying over everyone. Go on. Get that champagne in there, lads. Get it in there. Well done. Well done indeed. And there's the Hookster just off to the right-hand side. And, of course, his McLaren colours for 2019. So let's have a look at the points then and see what happened. Lando Norris didn't, unfortunately, finish the race. Kevin Magnussen finished in 8th position, which is great points for him. So in the standings now, you can see we're in 4th position. We've actually skyrocketed up into 4th place, 25 points. Leader now is Valtteri Bottas with 44, level now with Alexander Albon, also with 44 points. And Maxi Boy Verstappen's in 3rd place with 27 points. So we're now 2nd in the Constructors. Well, that's it. Another exciting episode is over, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome as always. And yes, as always, there will, of course, be more later.